Hello and welcome to the Dope Show. DOPE stands for Developing Opportunities for Personal Empowerment. I'm your host, Kiana Hughes, and each week we do just that by discussing the cannabis industry, the cannabis plant, opportunities to be a part of this growing and expanding legalization effort. So please tune in each week to the Dope Show on the Hue platform, where we will be discussing everything you want to know about cannabis in America and beyond, for that matter. So I'm really excited because joining me today I have Dr. Rahul Khare. He is a physician at Innovative Express Care here in Chicago, Illinois. He is one of the foremost cannabis doctor. I won't even just call you a cannabis doctor. I don't want to just diminish you to just being a cannabis doctor, but he is one of the foremost physicians here in Chicago who is certifying patients and just really has been involved in the industry. So welcome to the Dope Show, Dr. Khare.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining us. So I've seen you around a little bit at some of the networking events, and I've heard your name a lot from patients that are currently patients in the program, as well as those who are looking to become patients. So I really wanted to talk to you and just kind of get your take on the industry and what's happening here in Illinois. So
absolutely,
I appreciate you being here. Tell me, how long have you been, first of all, how long have you been a doctor, and then how long have you been involved in the cannabis industry?
Sure. So I finished my training, all of residency, in 2004, and then was faculty at Northwestern Memorial Hospital downtown. I'm an emergency physician by training, practiced there for 12 years, did a lot of research on how people got their health care, what avenues they were taking, urgent care, primary care, retail like Walgreens and CVS, and the emergency room, and how patients were getting their health care. And about 2.5 years ago, kind of took a jump into my own practice, trying to really innovate healthcare. And so we have a practice on the north side in Lincoln Park on Ashland and Fullerton called Innovative Express Care. And there we do primary care and urgent care, and 90% of what healthcare. We try to keep people out of the emergency department and really help them via telemedicine and using technology to really help them. And so a lot of people ask me, like, why did I get into cannabis certification? Well, it's less than 10% of what we actually do. So we're primary care and urgent care physicians. There are about 6 physicians at our practice. And what I learned from early on, I was really open to cannabis. I've always been intrigued by the drug. It was always illegal. They taught you in medical school. I think it's changing now, but back then, that if someone says they were using marijuana or pot, you have to tell them to stop, because it's illegal and there's no scientific evidence that it's helping them. But when they legalized it all of a sudden, or made it medical in Illinois, a lot of my patients said, "Hey, doc, I'm already using this."
Yeah.
Like I've told you. My patients are very open with me. And I said, great. What do you have one of the conditions? I had to learn a lot about it because there was no one's teaching you. There's no conference to go to understand the law. And that's the other thing people don't understand. When physicians practice, there's no law that they practice under. They practice under a standard of care. So we don't have to look if we're doing the right thing. We know that we're doing the standard of care based on our education. So for us, it was really odd that there was a law and there were these certain conditions. And so some would say, I have really bad spinal cord disease, which I did. I got an MRI. I saw that they had bulging discs. They're on a lot of narcotics. And I said, okay, the law was made for you. So I'll sign, show me how. I got taught by my patients at first. And I certified a handful of patients. And then I knew within a couple months, these patients were reducing their narcotics, their benzodiazepines. They were coming back and wanting less medication, pharmaceutical medications from me, and their quality of life increased. And from that point on, I said, there's something going on here. This is a medicine.